In Hinduism, there are forces so potent and overwhelming that approaching them without the guidance of a true guru is strictly taboo. These raw, uncompromising manifestations of truth demand a spiritual intensity far beyond the gentle comforts of mainstream worship. They are known as the Mahavidyas. Mahavidya translates to great knowledge, and the mantras used to invoke them are guarded so fiercely that practitioners hide them even from their own families. This extreme level of secrecy exists for a very specific reason. These entities are not designed to grant simple wishes. Their purpose is to violently shatter the human ego and strip away our illusions. The origin of these 10 forces begins with a deliberate insult. The goddess Sati's father, Daksha, organized a massive sacrificial fire, but intentionally excluded Sati's husband, Lord Shiva, from the guest list. Shiva, unfazed by the slight, warned his wife not to go. When he explicitly told her she could not attend, her reaction was absolute fury. As Shiva turned his back to walk away from the argument, Sati's physical form began to warp into something terrifying and unrecognizable. Looking at this spatial map, we can see exactly how the trap was set. The center node represents Shiva. Every time he attempted to walk in a new direction to escape the confrontation, Sati splintered into a distinct, terrifying manifestation to block his path. 10 attempts to leave resulted in 10 forms surrounding him. This domestic clash serves as a cosmic blueprint, demonstrating that absolute divine truth entirely surrounds human consciousness. No matter which way you turn, reality is there waiting for you, and it cannot be escaped. The first direction is blocked by Kali, the original and chief manifestation of the Mahavidyas. She stands in the ash of the cremation ground with disheveled black hair, holding a severed head in one hand and a blood-stained sword in the other. Her terrifying appearance serves a specific function. The heavy garland of skulls around her neck represents the systematic destruction of the ego and the severing of the artificial identities we build for ourselves. Turning to the second direction, we meet Tara. She is dark blue in color and shares Kali's intense connection to the cremation grounds. Her tools dictate a distinct function. Floating on a white lotus above the ocean of existence, she wields scissors and a sword to cut through our earthly bonds, acting as a fierce but protective guide through the darkness. To acquire this great knowledge, you must first confront the terrifying realities of death and crisis head-on. Only by looking at the end of life can you achieve absolute fearlessness. The third direction offers a sharp contrast. The ash of the cremation grounds is replaced by the brilliant, glowing aura of a divine palace. Here stands Tripura Sundari, the queen of the universe, appearing as a radiant 16-year-old wielding a bow, an arrow, a noose, and a goad. Her presence demonstrates that the universe only appears terrifying when you lack understanding. Once you possess absolute knowledge, that fear dissolves, revealing an existence of limitless beauty. Moving to the fourth direction, we encounter Bhuvaneshwari. She radiates the intense glow of the rising sun and wears a crescent moon as her crown. She is defined as Prakriti, or nature. Bhuvaneshwari is the foundational physical material of reality itself, the exact element from which the entire universe is born, where it currently rests, and where it will eventually merge. Ultimate spiritual truth exists simultaneously within destruction and the delicate, ongoing divine balance that continuously creates our physical world. The fifth direction reveals a force draped in blood-red silk, radiating an intense, incomparable fiery energy. This is Bhairavi, and she carries a set of highly paradoxical symbols. She wears the terrifying garland of skulls, yet she holds a scholar's holy book and a spiritual rosary. Her blood-red form visually captures the exact razor-thin moment where creation and destruction occur simultaneously. True spiritual awakening is a disciplined fire, a destructive, ego-shattering transformation fueled by rigorous study and meditation. Viewing this spatial map, we see Sati's perimeter around Shiva. These 5 locked directions represent the inescapable realities of death, radiant beauty, and disciplined fire. But look at the remaining 5 paths. Each is guarded by a secretive force yet to be uncovered. Lurking in those shadows are highly secretive entities like Chinnamasta, Dhumavati, and Baglamukhi. The map makes the lesson clear. Wherever human consciousness attempts to flee or hide, it will eventually collide directly with one of these 10 unyielding manifestations of reality. Join us in part 2 as we complete the map of divine wrath and detail the final 5 manifestations of the Mahavidyas.